Hi everyone, I'm Zvi from Tucana. This is Anna from Eurogamer. And today we're showing you an early sneak peek into starbirds. Yeah, we're working on starbirds with Kurzgesagt in a collaboration. We just announced that there will be a demo coming in June. Just wanted to give you a nice short look into the game. Hi Anna.
Hi. Let's go. What is Starbirds all about?
Starbirds is a space mining game. It has some automation elements. It has some base building elements. You build production facilities on asteroids in space, and you gather resources, you produce products, and you help a colony of spacefaring birds to advance their technology and move on and explore different star systems.
Yeah, let's start a new game, I guess. Let's see what awaits us here. Oh, Captain.
The game will feature a campaign, so we will definitely have a story. And in this case, we're starting with the first tutorial level, and we're getting introduced to the bird crew.
This one looks so cute.
The captain usually is a bit uninformed, so usually his crew birds have to brief him a bit more.
Oh, there's Ruth.
Ruth is our engineer in the team. She always has all the information on what technology we need.
Okay, so let's learn what to do. So we click plus and accept our station quest.
Exactly. Now for this quest, we need to gather some iron as a resource, and we need to land on this asteroid. First, of course, basic controls. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, rotate the asteroid, and we place our launch station on one of the big craters. And now we can actually start scouting the area and mining some resources.
Yeah, that's cute sound effect.
The currency, this orange symbol in the top left of your screen. And you need this to buy all the buildings and place things on the asteroid. And now you can place your first extractor.
Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you place it, exactly, yeah. These dotted areas, these are the resource areas. They have different resources on them. This, for example, has aluminum. You can see it in the bottom right. And the one you place the extractor on gives you iron. Exactly, you can connect it by hand and connect it to the launch station. Exactly.
and you have to connect it.
Exactly. And if you zoom in a little bit, you will see small round resources being brought to the launch station. And what Ruth is telling you right now, each launch station, each rocket can have multiple connections. So you could place different extractors and feed them all into the same launch station. But of course, you can also optimize the resource flow by having more outputs from one asteroid, for example.
So I can place one here. I see. So I can now collect more money and build up more buildings, I think.
These are the basic controls. You now get more quests, more requirements to fulfill. The quest in general is like a mission. It's things your starbirds in the main station need and things you need to deliver to the main station.
So we are back into the big universe.
And here you can see the resources that you are delivering to the main station. And you can actually spend tech points. That's the green symbol. You can see that there's a scanned but not yet built upon asteroid in the top. You can send a discovery probe for 5 tech points, and now you have another asteroid which you can build stuff on.
The controls are actually very smooth. It feels like I'm playing with my hand, it's very
cool.
There's no delay or anything.
It's great to hear because we really want to have a game that's intuitive. We have drag and drop, you pull the pipes by hand and everything. We really want it to feel like a real thing that you are playing with. We kind of skipped a bit and we're now looking at the tutorial level 2. The birds are now in a different star system. So we finished level 1 and we moved on. Stella, that's the scientist on the left side of the screen, she kind of found weird things in the system. So they scanned the system and she said, there's a weird, strange object we need to look at. So now we have this strange object mission, and we need to search for it first. So we don't know which of the asteroids it is on, either the right one or the left one. I think you should go to the left one, yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can find it. Oh, who's Yolk? Cute.
Yeah, Yolk is also one of the bird crew characters. It's the small rover pilot. You can see there's this weird purple object, and that's the strange object the birds are talking about. And it has some resource requests. If you hover over the quest on the left of the screen, there you can see that this weird object wants you to deliver different resources, in this case in the bottom quartz. And if you hit the quartz symbol, then you will see quartz is a product of different resources, but we have not researched this yet. Exactly, yeah, you need to hit that button. And this is also a new quest for us, for Stella to research the chemical lab, and then we can build it on this asteroid.
How do I get water?
So it's the resource areas with the blue dots on them, and you plug it into the launch station. So the one with the rocket, exactly. And now we are delivering water to the main station. But the other thing we need is silicon, and I think this asteroid does not offer silicon.
So we're going back, just
Yeah.
wait a second.
And if you enter this other asteroid, you can already see it has a slice-shaped symbol. And if you go to the bottom right, there's the small context menu for the asteroid.
Ooh.
And if you hover over that icon, you can see this is silicon. So it makes sense to go to this asteroid next.
Let's go.
Yep. There should be a rocket. Yeah, it delivers silicon to the main station. So now the chemical lab is researched. You can collect the reward. You can claim it.
Aww,
Exactly.
That's satisfying.
Nice. So the next step would be to actually build the chemical lab, I guess, right?
Right. Let's try that.
All right, so now what we need to do, we need to get an upgrade for our station level. So it doesn't really matter which one at this point, because all of them will give you an additional station level point.
Let's go with the bath.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. We are already delivering water to the main station, so it's already fulfilled because we have a good production flow.
Okay, so I will finish this one.
Yes, exactly. And now you can build it.
Let's build it here.
Yeah, exactly. So Ruth, our engineer, is telling us that we need to connect this chemical lab, the output from it, to this strange object on the asteroid.
I see.
Right. And now to actually create the quartz as a product of two different resources, we need to deliver water and silicon to this chemical lab.
So
Yeah.
water we had here, right?
Exactly. So you actually don't have to delete them. You can also click on the end of the pipe, so the output where it exactly,
that's
and then you can
cute.
just reconnect it. Exactly. And so the second resource we need, that's silicon, right? But do you see any silicon on this asteroid?
We had it on the other planet, right?
Exactly. So now we are looking at the second important concept in the game, that is how to deliver resources from one asteroid to the other one. And for this, we need to build a receiving building as a receiver. It's similar to the launch station.
Let's research.
We need to research it at first. That's correct. So we have a new quest in the left. And as we are already delivering water to the main station, it was a really fast fulfillment of this quest. So you can collect this reward. And now we can actually place it. Glowing up. Right, exactly.
Back to the star system.
Yeah, and similar to the pipes on the asteroids, you can just drag the output to the other asteroid.
Oh, I
Exactly.
see. So you get a lot of traffic in between the planets as well.
Yeah, that's also a big element of the game where we had lots of iteration. We had to redesign this map a few times to actually land here. And this is now a design which really helps players to read what is actually happening and understand the resource flow. So very interesting process also for us.
So let's go back to the other asteroid.
Right.
The receiver with the chemical lab. I see. So let's go.
Yep, exactly right. The chemical lab produces the quartz and delivers it through its output pipe into the strange object. You see that the bar of the quartz resource requirement is slowly filling up. And of course, the next step would be to also deliver all the other resources the strange object actually wants to have, which is gold, I think uranium, and oxygen.
Oh, she shows me also it's craftable. So oxygen is no
Exactly.
problem. Gold I saw on the other planet, but uranium we have to find. Oh, well, that's a quest you guys can find out yourself in the demo of the game. When is that coming up?
The demo will come out in June this year, early June, and we are super excited to see how people like the game, what they will do in it. It will include the tutorial levels and an additional level for everyone to play, to give you a good idea of what you can expect from the gameplay. And we will probably have some cool events with it. So we are very excited for it.
Cool.
So definitely
alright.
check out the Steam page, wishlist the game. It always helps us out a lot to gain more visibility on Steam. And definitely check out the demo when it launches.
Alright, so we have another mode we want to show you though. It is a little bit different than the tutorial levels we have seen until now.
Yes, exactly. We can look into the more open free play mode right now. So yeah, if you look at the debug view right now of our testing level, you can see there are many more buildings to be had and many more products and many more resources that can be found. In our case, we will just hop right in.
Let's start. Okay.
So we have a new star map. The maps will be a bit bigger in the full game. It has more asteroids than the tutorial levels, of course. If you hop right into one of the asteroids. Oh, and something I forgot to say. The asteroids actually have some additional layers on them. So there's more environmental gameplay too in the later levels.
Oh, here, right? Okay.
And as you can see, there's also ice. So yeah, there's more stuff to find and differences in gameplay.
So this area I cannot reach yet. My discovery car can only ride here in the lower level.
You can build a ramp to actually go onto the second layer, but I think that's something we can also show in a later stream.
Okay, let's try to just extract some resources. And we have ice here, so let's try the ice extractor.
Yeah, actually the development of these pipes was very challenging, and we're still working on the usability of it. It's come a long way. So now all of the possible buildings are sorted into different categories, and if you click on it, you can see that the inventory bar has much more content. And all of these buildings have a purpose. You can already imagine that the game gets much more complex and really scales up while you play. And it has much more combinations of producing resources, creating products from it, and delivering things from one asteroid to another or from different buildings on the asteroid surface. So to show you a bit more directly how the energy production and energy network works, we'll just start with a new asteroid.
Okay, let's start here. With our little robots driving around.
So what would make sense is to build the crucible. That's the fourth building from the left, exactly. This is actually a building that can heat up resources to create something else from it. And it needs 3 energy units. If you hover over it, you can see them showing up. It's the 3 red icons.
So.
Yes. So now, if you hover over the crucible, it only needs 2 more. And this is also a good time for another concept. As you see, the asteroid has a shadow side and it has a sunlit side. So you can place the solar pellets there. If you place them in the sun side in such a way that they actually look towards the sun, they have a higher efficiency. So now you see that they would create 2 of the energy units.
And there's none energy.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool.
And then you just plug it in, and now the crucible actually starts working.
Cute.
Yeah. So if we would connect different resources into the crucible, it would then do its processes. You can click on it, and in the wiki...
Yes.
Yes, and now you see one of the possible recipes or processes that can happen inside the crucible. The output resource in the crafting recipe, that's ceramic.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would be able to create ceramic from silicon, and carbon is also a resource that would need to be produced from 2 other resources. So yeah, as you can see, the game really lives from chaining different buildings. You produce products out of different resources, and then you maybe combine these products into different products again. So there's definitely some scaling when you play the game for a longer time.
So you want to make it easy to get into this genre, which can become quite complex, but you will have complexity in there.
Exactly. That's exactly right. We try to offer an easy way to hop in to the automation genre, also for players who usually maybe don't play these games or find them a bit too complex. And on the other hand, we also want to have a game for core players that often play these types of games, for them to scale their production and make it more complex and maybe even optimize how they produce things. But in general, also to have a game experience where they can relax a bit.
I feel like it's very interesting to see this combination, because I feel like the menu reminds me a lot of Dorfromantik, because you have
Nice.
this little quests here and you have to do some challenges to get to the next step. But they also provide like a little step ladder to get into the different mechanics, right?
Yeah, I guess there's a certain handwriting that can be seen in the game design. It's definitely a typical game, I would say, for our team. Something that is cozy, relaxing, but still has a direct focus on a core gameplay loop to really pull you in and offers you a way to unwind.
And in Germany, we say you also have the Wuselfaktor, which are these little things that keep rolling everywhere, and you have always things that move along even though you don't necessarily focus on them. Even when you go outside to the station, you will have a lot of Wuselfaktor in this game, right?
Yes, definitely. And it's also something we are still working on to create even more busyness in the game, to have more things moving and a sense of activity and productivity.
Oh, and I can even see what I built there. Oh, what?
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it's our little LOD system level of detail. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this early sneak peek into the early alpha version of the game. We are still hard at work here at Tucana and also at Kurzgesagt, of course. We are super excited to show you even more in the coming weeks and months. And we are especially excited for the demo and to hear what you all think about it. So if you want to be active in our community, you can join our Discord. You can check out the community hub on Steam. Definitely wishlist the game to get notified when the demo releases or when the game releases sometime this year.
Thank you very much for having me. Already played it. I had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to play some more and look some more at the buildings and the other resources I can find.
Thank you so much for taking the time, Anna. And thanks to Triple I for having us. And yeah, see you all soon, I hope.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao.